Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Way Here Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on Todd's daughter, Kayla. She was on Candy's show, Speak on It. And guess what? She spoke on it. So if you want to see the entire interview, go over on the YouTube channel and Candy Speak on It and you will see it. I thought it was really interesting. So Kayla, you know what? She actually is a beautiful young lady. I mean, there's so many people that they seem to hate on Todd. I truly like Todd, and I really do like Candy and Todd's relationship. I don't understand why people are okay if a female that doesn't have a lot of money marries a guy that has a ton of money. It's all good. But if a guy that does not have a lot of money marries a female that has a lot of money, then it's a major problem. Now, yes, there are plenty of people that will call a woman that marries a guy that has a lot of money a gold digger, but it seems like Todd seems to get an overwhelming amount of backlash and hate, as if after all of these years and 2 children, all he did was marry Candy for money. I think it's insane. Anyway, Kayla was on, his daughter was on Speak on It, and she pretty much said, you know what, she's tired of people hating on her dad and kind of coming at the both of them, right? She said in the beginning when he first got with Candy, it was really hard for her. Not hard because he was with Candy, hard because everybody, the fans and all of the people, they was coming at her and her dad on their social media platforms with the DMs, with the hateful comments. Your dad made a come up. And you know, I'm kind of paraphrasing, guys. You can go look at her channel. She said it was so difficult. She would cry a lot, got a little depressed. And she also would ask her mother, like, why are people coming at me and my dad like that? And they don't even really know him, right? She said eventually, you know, she matured. She grew out of it, so to speak, because she learned how to block, delete, and ignore. And let me tell you something, that is a superpower. If you are a celebrity, or you in the public eye, or you do anything where people have the opportunity to comment on what you do or something you post, and you know, the power to ignore people, to delete and to block is everything. It's a lifesaver. It will help your mental state, okay, if you learn how to do that. Now, me, with doing this YouTube channel, one thing I absolutely do not mind, I love having a conversation. I don't need everybody to always agree with me all the time. I love having a debate. I love when people are able to teach me something, or sometimes I'm able to teach them. And a good thing to always do, and you know, Marcella, I want to say I saw this on her platform the other day and I thought it was absolutely amazing, is challenge don't challenge the person, you know, challenge whatever you're speaking about, right? So don't come at the person and say all these hateful things about them just because you don't like a statement they made. Challenge that statement, talk about that statement, and see how the both of you can have a dialogue and maybe kind of dissect it. And you know, sometimes you have to agree to disagree, or sometimes you might end up meeting in the middle. But don't start attacking their character and who they are just because you don't like what they said. So I'm going to get back to, you know, Kayla and her dad, Todd, and, you know, all the hate that they kind of receive behind the fact that everybody thinks that Todd just made a come up by marrying Candy. She said that her dad had money before that. Now, this is me talking. Did her dad have Candy money? Absolutely not. But was this man starving and destitute? Did she find him in a homeless shelter or on the corner begging for bread? Absolutely not. The man had a job, he was working, and his daughter said they was doing pretty well. So she was exposed to great things before she actually, you know, met Candy and her dad got with Candy. So she just wants people to back off. Now, the host also asked her a question about her and Riley, right? And actually, before I get to the question he asked about her and Riley, something else Kayla said. She said when they filmed that scene between her, Todd, Candy, and Riley, she said she actually spoke more in that scene, but the producers, the editors, they cut it out. And she said she believed the reason why they cut it out is because in the beginning she was always seen like the quiet one. So it seems like they want to keep that image that she is the quiet one, and that's why they cut out, you know, her words pretty much in that scene. She said, but in that scene she did really agree with her dad in terms of, you know, if something would have happened to him and Candy, them not having access to all the money in one shot. Okay, she said she agrees that, you know, they should get it broken up and get it over a longer time period. Now, the host asked her about her relationship with Riley, especially because they're both in New York City together. You know, Riley's out in the city doing her college thing, and then Kayla is out there working in the production scene, kind of following in the footsteps of her dad. She said, well, listen, I'm going to keep it 100. We don't text, we don't hang out, we don't call each other, right? And the host was shocked, and so was I. But she said, I told Riley that, listen, I'm only a phone call or a cab right away. If you need me, reach out to me. She said the only time that those two are really together is when their parents come to the city and they're doing a family thing or they go on vacation together. Other than that, zilch, nothing, no conversation, nothing at all. And you know what? I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. Part of me not being shocked is because, you know, to Riley's defense, and listen, when Kayla was saying this, it was no animosity. It was no negativity. She was just keeping it real. We don't hang out. We don't speak. So I'm saying to Riley's defense is for a major portion of her childhood, she was the only child. And if you know anybody that is an only child, you know that most of them are a special kind of different. And I don't mean that in a bad way. When I say a special kind of different, they're just used to me, because that's all that they know, okay? And a lot of them, it has nothing to do with money. A lot of only children, they are so spoiled rotten. Sometimes I think they even have to say to themselves, like, oh my God, am I really this spoiled? So anyway, what else did Kayla pretty much say? So she told us about, you know, I guess the non-existent relationship between her and Riley, which I think is kind of sad. I wish those two were a little bit closer, especially because now they're family, they're sisters. I mean, sisters by default, but they're still sisters, right? So anyway, I wish they was a little bit closer. So I'm going to close out and say this. Two more things I want to add to this. One thing I want to say, you know, the whole Wendy Williams situation and her being spotted out and about in New York City, just disheveled, never really putting a good sentence together, seeing her passed out in the Louis Vuitton store. I just feel like that, unfortunately, whoever is in her camp now, whoever is around her, they're exploiting her. And one thing we can say about her ex-husband is this would not be happening under his watch. And so, although I think he did a lot of things that was, you know, not good for them in their relationship, on the flip side, he probably equally did so many things that were, you know, good not only for their relationship, but definitely good for her business-wise. So it's sad to see this decline of Wendy Williams. I wish that we wasn't seeing this before our very own eyes, but I guess it is what it is. And it's not much we can do about it, because you can't force a person, an adult, to go in to get help that they need. They have to agree to get the help. And I think that at this time, Wendy is not ready for that. She probably doesn't even realize how bad she really is. And I'll speak a moment on the Irv Gotti and Ashanti situation. You know, Irv Gotti, the best I can say in a short time frame is that he's trash. Anybody that is going to speak on a 2-decade-old relationship, okay, here it is 20 years later, and you feel the need to say some stuff where you know you are degrading this young lady, you're trying to, and I'm going to say this, you know, slut shame her, so to speak. And I'm not calling her slut, guys. I want y'all to get what I'm saying. But this is what he's trying to do, right? By saying that, you know, she was with you, you were married, she left you, you didn't even know she left you, and she left you for somebody else, and you was hurt. And then when the feds was after you, she ran like a roach, like a cockroach. I mean, everything that came out of your mouth about Ashanti was just degrading. And all I could say is, you know, Irv Gotti, like, shame on you. Does he have daughters? I mean, he has daughters, right? He has an ex-wife. Like, who does that? And why would you do this? Why would you want any of this karma to perhaps come back on your family, your cousins, your sister, your daughters? Like, why would you do this? Why would you even bring this up? I think it's completely and utterly messy. I'm very disappointed in him, and he should be ashamed of himself. And every male, you know, in the industry needs to come out, step up for Ashanti, and, you know, shame him. It's like, shame on you, Irv Gotti. And lastly, I'm going to say this about Kathy Hilton. You know, people were in shock that she didn't know who Lizzo was. And I'm shocked that people were shocked that she didn't know. But she got so much backlash that she came out and said that, you know what, her vision is what made her not know who Lizzo was. Now, Kathy, you could have just told the truth and stop it. I think that you truly didn't know who Lizzo was. I think that even if you had your glasses on, whether they was bifocals, whether you had contacts in your eyes, in a pair of glasses, in a magnifying glass, you probably still wouldn't have known who Lizzo was. And it is okay. You know, I don't know why people are in such outrage. You just didn't know, and you should say, I just didn't know. Listen, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. What do you think about Todd's daughter, Kayla, saying that her and Riley don't even hang out? They don't speak. They don't text, okay? And I'm not saying they don't speak at all, but they don't speak on a regular basis. And even though they're in the same city together, they're not hanging out. They're not chilling together, okay? Tell me your thoughts on the Wendy Williams situation. Tell me your thoughts on the Irv Gotti situation. And tell me your thoughts on the Kathy Hilton situation. Listen, tomorrow I want to say a big thank you. We're just going to have a nice little virtual celebration for my 11K subscribers. I truly appreciate y'all for subscribing. I truly appreciate y'all for listening. And listen, if you did not get to see my interview that I did tonight on with Justine Lindsay, she is amazing, okay? She's a Carolina Top Cat cheerleader for the Carolina Panthers, and let me tell you something, that chick is blessed, okay? That interview, you will absolutely love it. Please check it out when you get the opportunity. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.